It's something everyone will experience, but often a topic no one wants to discuss. News 19's Haley Johnson looks at a local event that's hoping to make an uncomfortable topic, death, a little more comforting.
A gathering with coffee, treats, and a lively discussion on death.
There is more laughter than one might expect for a death cafe.
Talking about death with strangers might sound unpleasant, but Erica Srinivasan, who teaches a course on death and dying at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, says it's also necessary.
When I was in high school, I worked at an assisted living facility, and a lot of the residents there needed to talk about death, either their own death or the death of other friends or relatives. And I noticed everyone around me was often shutting down that conversation. It made me really upset. I thought, well, of course people need to talk about death. It's something we all experience or loss.
The Death Café movement began in England, but has found some popularity here in La Crosse at the Franciscan Spirituality Center.
We've had interest, people reaching out to us about death cafes that we've had in the past.
Julie Conley says the center saw the need and decided to once again offer the Death Café in support of their goals.
The Franciscan mission being open to all. We have people who come with a religious affiliation and without. And having the hospitality in the space for people to talk about things that are on their mind.
And the things that are on participants' minds are often broad, spanning topics and emotions that help normalize and energize the discussion.
Sometimes I'll get the question like, what is there to talk about in a class on death, dying, and bereavement? Like, we die, and that's it. And once you get into it, there's really like a lot to look at.
The more we talk about it, the more comfortable people will feel about just a part of natural life.
Because only by talking about death can we better map out how we live our lives right now.
It's important to have conversations about loss and grief and death and dying, because it also can inform life and living. It can help us to clarify our values and just identify what's important in our life and how we want to live.
In La Crosse, Haley Johnson, News 19.
And the Death Cafe is free and, as you heard, open to all, and will be held at the Franciscan Spirituality Center coming up on Thursday, September 28th from 6 until 8. And we do have a link to register over on our news app and WXOW.com.